How's it going, guys? And welcome back again for another Last of First challenge, live as well on YouTube. And we are at San Marino, a famous track which is apparently rumoured to be coming back next year. It is a rumour. And I asked you guys on Twitter a couple of days ago what track you want me to drive, and this got the most votes by quite a margin. So this is going to be quite a difficult one because San Marino isn't really good for overtaking on. So it's all going to be down to strategy for this one here. I just want to quickly say, guys, thank you so much for the support on the last of First, which was at Brazil. Very happy to see that it went really well, and I appreciate you guys for supporting that series. And also the channel as well has been growing in numbers as well, so I want to thank you guys as we get ever closer to 10,000 subscribers. But we're here for the race, which is going to be a tricky one, as I've mentioned. Baseline set as always, and we're starting at the back of the field, always with Mika Häkkinen in the Mclaren, as we've got Heinz-Harald Frentzen, who we just pipped in the last one at Brazil, is on pole position with Michael Schumacher second and Eddie Irvine in third place. 31 laps. It's going to be a tricky one. No rain, which is good for us, so it's going to be a bit of a tough task, but we'll see how we go anyway on there. So hopefully we've got force feedback for this, because we didn't have any for Brazil with a glitch with the game of its force feedback wheel settings. So we'll see how it goes. The mod, by the way, guys, if you want to check it out, is in the description below, so feel free to check it out. And if you have any queries as well about setting it up, then I'm more than happy to help you guys out with that. So just send me a tweet and I will be more than happy to help. So we're here for the race then. Frentzen in the Jordan on pole. Cool for our teammate in 6 and us there at the back of the field. So it's going to be very tricky, this race, but we'll see how we go. Last to First, San Marino. This is going to be fun. And we are away. It's a great start from us there, right on the back of Marc Genet, I think it is. As we're going to go round this outside, we've got Olivier Panis in 19th. We've got Bader as well. Oh, God, that was a bit twitchy moment there. So the AI, once again, will be a bit slow at the start because everyone's all checking up all over the place. We hit the back of Jacques Villeneuve there in the British American racing car. So we're going to just try and golly for positions right now, as we've got Zanardi slowing up. We're going to try and go around the outside of Pedro Diniz at the hairpin, and we get it done nicely there. We are on the option tyres. I think we're on the options this time. As I've just literally nibbed Fisichella off the track there by hitting the curb. Not the best of moves, but got a yellow flag. And Wirtz makes a mistake, and we are through. So it just shows you how difficult this challenge is going to be with the lack of space on the track. So this is going to be very difficult to do. So we're doing very well so far. We're up to 10th. Got our teammate just ahead of us here, and a Ferrari. I think it's Eddie Irvine, who's had a poor start, I've got to say. Not very good from him, starting from third on the grid. Oh, he's made a mistake. It's actually Michael Schumacher, actually. So Schumacher's had a poor start. So we're going to get a good run on our teammate here. I'm going to try and hook it round the outside. And also Michael Schumacher, maybe. And we get it done, and we're up to 7th place. Next up, Damon Hill, but he's got a bit of a gap to us, so too aggressive on the exit of that quick chicane. So Frentzen's not really pulled away as much as he did in Brazil, so we've got to work on this on strategy, I think, to jump people. That's the goal in this race, and make our moves stick where we can. I might try a Last to First in the Ferrari if anyone's interested in that, because the Ferrari sounds incredible on this game, on this mod. You can just hear it in the background if you can. Michael Schumacher there trying to go past us on the chicane section. Got a bit of oversteer. Oh, we've lost it. We've hit Schumacher.
Easy. Watch you don't take each other off.
Oh, no, this is not going to go well. It's not going well, guys. Not the best of starts, but we're back to last again. Right. Hit the curb and just lost it there, but that's what happens with no assists around this track. This track is deadly. So we've got to try and work our way back through the field. We've still got plenty of time. It's only lap 2 as well, but not the best of starts. We had a good start and then it just went bad. So now we've got to do all the work again that we did on the first lap. Just shows you how difficult these cars are to drive with no traction control on, when they did have traction at the time. So I've just got to get back in the groove again. And just see where we go with this. Oh dear, what's going on here? A Benetton and a Sauber are off the track, and I literally just went to the back of someone there, so... Ignored yellow flag. What did I miss? I don't get it. I had nowhere to go, so... We've gone purple in the first sector if anyone didn't see that, so... So we are going quicker than everyone else on the track. Deniz is going really slowly there. I've got to admit, the AI aren't that great on this game. We just lost a second in that. So we've got to be very careful through the chicane section. And there's the leaders actually, so we're not that far off actually, I think, than expected, which is pretty good for us. We only lost a few seconds. Damage is on, but with the classic cars, there's you've got to whack them very hard to lose the front wing, if that makes any sense. This is the only issue I have with this mod. The classic cars is the damage model isn't that great on it. So that's the only downside to this mod, but so we've got plenty of time, no need to panic. Still got 25 odd laps to 28 laps to go, so way too early to think we're not going to finish this in first place. That's way too early. Way too early, trying to be as aggressive as possible here. We've gone purple in the middle sector now. Trail braking a bit just to help us a bit through the chicane, which has worked out nice. So we're onto the back of Genet now. Mark Genet, I think it is. Someone can clarify that for me in chat, that'll be fantastic. Schumacher sets a 28.9, and we just smashed the time.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep that up.
Was burning a bit of fuel though, and we were in clean air, so that's probably the factor, the reason why.
Can't let this guy hold us up much longer. We need you to pass him.
To the hairpin again. Oh, Genet made a mistake there. I think they're trying to pass De La Rosa. Trying to shift up later because it bogs a bit. Oh, and he holds it nicely around the outside there, Genet, so he outbrakes us. So we have to hold station for the time being. We're getting to the slipstream of Genet again. Maybe take him into the chicane, possibly. Very risky. Just about holding it there. And we are up now to 14th. 14th place we go. Oh, and there's a Jordan off. Damon Hill's out. Just puts us off there a bit. So I don't know if Hill's out or he's just went wide onto the gravel, but something's happened up ahead because there's a whole blob of cars here. So I don't know what's gone on.
Okay, times are looking good. You're matching race pace.
I don't know what happened there. Okay, it is. Thank you very much, guys, in chat for the clarification on Genet. Oh, and someone else is off. That's Badder. Oh, Badder had a good start. and he's off and he's out of the race. So I think what's good about this mod is it makes the AI, for some reason around this track, as I've just gone past a lot of people, they tend to make a lot of mistakes, so we've got to take them on the chin. So we're up to 10th now. And Hill got stuck on the hill. Oh, getting a bit dirty air there from Olivier Panis. We've got Alex Zanardi behind us in the Williams, which had the best livery, I think, of the 1999 season, I've got to admit. I was a fan of that livery. Look at that livery there. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway. Oh, just a bit of a oversteer there. In braking. All good though. Oh, tank slapper. I think the only problem with the mistakes that the AI doing is too frequent with this mod. I don't know why that is, but oh, gone wide. Or it might just be the nature of the track with these cars. I don't know. As Frenson's slowing down, I don't know what's going on with Frenson, but the pole sitter is now down in 10th. As our teammate's off as well, so I don't know what's going on in this race. It's all kicking off.
Your tyres are at a good temperature.
As we've got a Ferrari next, which in the distance. May give us a chance actually to win this if they keep making these mistakes, but we've got Eddie Irvine, I think, holding up Deniz and Olivier Panis, which is quite surprised actually, because the Ferrari is actually quite quick on this mod. So it's quite, I don't know who's winning this race. I can't think of who it could be apart from it could be Ralf Schumacher, but got a good run here on Panis, round the outside of him, of the Frost, and we are up to 7th. So bit of a late break. Let's move on to the back now. The Sauber of Deniz, the Brazilian driver, who actually quite rated when he was driving at the time. Let's come into the chicane for the final time to start another lap, and it is Michael Schumacher in 5th. As someone's in the pit lane already, I've just noticed that, so I don't know who that is, but I didn't think he made any position gains for us. Oh, Deniz, what are you doing, mate? Braking that early, man. Oh well, got to stay in position because it would be a legal overtake. Just got to wait until it's a clean track and then we'll try and gain positions. Take a bit of a wide entry and a tight exit. Just gives a bit of traction. Tad wide. Right on the back now. Can't pass it in the chicane, unfortunately. Not making the same. Just doing a bit very cautiously there, but Deniz has made a mistake. We're trying to go around his outside again, like we did on the Prost. And we're up now to P6.
Conservation mode. His times will be slightly slower than normal.
Stomp this up to Rich now for the first time. Tyres looking alright as well, I've got to say. These options are these soft tyres are very, very nice actually. I'm going to get a good exit on Michael Schumacher. I'm going to go around his outside. Rubens Barrichello, guys, is leading the race. That is a bit bonkers, as Stewart is winning the race. We could be in for a shock last the first victory here. I know it's only lap 9, but that's mad. Let's get some hype in the chat, guys, for Barrichello. If anyone is a fan of Barrichello at the time. Ooh, tank slapper. The Stewart is OP, indeed. I don't know how he's winning this race. Schumacher's at a moment because his map... Oh my lord, that I don't know what was going on there. But Zanardi's got past Panis.
Up your pace, the car behind's catching
So
you.
Panis is having a bit of a moment there. Oh, where am I going? We'll go up to Rich again, this last
We
part of the lap.
estimate this Schumacher should be pitting in the next 4 laps.
So it's all kicking off here. We really need to pick up the pace a bit. We've gained a bit on Herbert. 6/10. Oh, I love that. I love this chicane section. It's very nice. Nice and flowing, these 2 chicanes. We just gained even more time on Herbert. So it's going to be quite close this, I've got to say, if we keep this pace up. Because we've got a Stewart leading the race, which is obviously, we know from the 1999 season, they weren't that quick, so we can crawl the time back now in these early parts of the race. We're not even half distance yet, as we've gone purple again.
You currently have a 3-second gap between
It's just
you
the
and the car
McLaren is
behind.
just so OP on this mod. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Saying about 2016, apparently it's going to be good for me. It's going to be amazing with me. Cheers. Appreciate it. So we're going to be crawling now onto lap 11. So I'm going to get a bit of tyre wear as we set a fastest lap. Absolutely getting onto qualifying times now, because the qualifying times for the AI round here was a 25.4. So. And my times are normally in race pace the same as quali pace, so we're on par, which is quite happy with that. My pace. It's not the quickest pace. I can go a lot quicker if I did some practice, but with a setup. But with baseline, I'll take that time. Oh, tank slapper there. Oh my lord, that was a scary moment there. Had a lot of oversteer. Zanardi's past Schumacher. I think Schumacher's in the pits actually, which I think someone mentioned in the chat. Oh god, that's. Oh,
The gap to the car
no,
behind
don't,
is
Rich.
5 seconds. 5
Lean,
seconds
please.
gap.
Save a bit of fuel right now. There's the leader.
Fuel is good. Fuel is good. We can move to mix 2 or 3.
As he's coming
if you
towards the
need it.
chicane, so he's about 11 seconds, I'm going to say. Around 10 seconds. Yep, Zanardi is a legend, I will admit that. It's a shame what happened to him.
Stopping this lap.
So you can see the tyres on the right hand side, guys. They're fine, so I may stay out as long as possible and then pit when the tyres are that bad. See if we can make some gains. Rubens Barrichello is still leading the race, guys, I must say.
Lap times are looking good.
Luckily, we haven't got any Ferraris or my teammate or the Jordans to fight with, because they're the quick cars in the mod.
Looks like the car ahead is trying
So
to
we've got a
raise
mixed
the gap.
bag of
He's running
mid-teams
full
here.
race, maximum power.
Thank you for support from Italy. It's always nice to see that support. But if you just joined us, guys, this is Last the First, San Marino, and if you like what you're seeing, make sure to slap a like on it. And also subscribe, because we're going to be doing another one. We might do another Last the First this afternoon. Haven't decided yet. But it would be great to hear what you guys think. So we're going to do some classic races until F1 2016 comes out. So if you guys are excited for F1 2016, let's try and get some hype in the chat for that. And someone's clearly just said what I've just literally just said. So who's hyped for 2016 in the chat? That'd be fantastic to see what you you guys think. As someone's in the pit lane, the leader is in. Rubens Barrichello's made his pit stop, so he's the first man to blink from the top 5. And by the way, guys, if you're watching this now, then please stay at the end, because I will be having a little Q&A chat with you guys if you're watching this live right now, and you will be voting as well what we do next for the stream later this afternoon in a few hours' time. So please stay at the end if you're watching this to the end of the race, and I will be talking to you guys afterwards for some sneaky peeks as well about some stuff for 2016 that I've got planned. So what you need to do is just sit back, relax, and enjoy the last 19 laps or so of this race, and we'll see how we go. So the fuel wise, we're doing pretty well, plus 2 laps. I think Ralf Schumacher's in 2nd place. I think I just saw a glimpse of what it could be is a Williams. Get Ria Harriento on F1. As everyone, the top 3 are all in the pit lane, so we will inherit the lead of the race. We're going to stay out for another lap, as Eddie Irvine's actually up ahead, so he's the big one that we need to really try and get past in this opening lap. But this is only a 1-stop race, so once we stop, that is it. No more pit stops required.
Your brakes are at optimum operating temperature.
We're going to try and jump, what's his name? Johnny Herbert in the pit stops. There's Barrichello, and there's Irvine. So we're going to try and get somewhere around about Eddie Irvine if I can. So for that, we're going to up the ante. And put it up to Rich.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
See if we can get anything. We're getting a bit on Barrichello.
7 seconds is the gap to the car behind.
Because they're on the primes, and the primes need to get up to temperature, so we should be alright. To close the gap. We won't be holding on to the lead when we pit, but we've crawled some time back, which is the most important thing. From the start that we had, if you missed it, we had a spin, dropped us back to last place. So we're into the pits. No name my driver in a rain car to get in.
Exit now.
Team-wise for 2016 career mode, I'm gonna. You have to wait.
Stay clear of the white line.
It's Hackenden now. Oh, we set the fastest lap of the race. We set the fastest lap in the pits. Lol.
Tires still need to get up to temperature.
But what's more important, guys, is we've jumped Johnny Herbert in the pits, so we're up to P4.
Be aware you've got a reserve of fuel and can afford to use more.
I know, I've only just realised that now, guys, that we've managed to get the fastest lap of the race in the pits.
We believe the car ahead.
That's a bit funny, isn't it?
Standard revs.
That's so bizarre. Oh well. Maybe if you stay at the end, guys, I may announce my team for 2016. Oh well, how about that? If we get this stream to 50 likes, or maybe close to 50 likes, then I will announce or discuss what I've got planned for career mode, because I've finally decided I'm going to be making a video on it about the structure of the series and how it's going to work out, and you guys will be involved in it as well, interacting with you guys to decide the stipulations and what upgrades we go for where we go for in terms of upgrades and stuff. Oh, just a bit of tank slapper there. I do like darts. I've played dart. Funny enough, I won a prize at a fair a couple of days ago playing a dart game. So yes, I do like darts. We made a bit of contact there with Ralph, but we're going to try and go around his outside now. We're side by side with the Williams driver, and now we're going to brake later than him. At the same time, we're going to be side by side through turn 1, I think, or turn 2, I don't know, but we get the move done, and we're now into the podium positions. Next up for us, Eddie Irvine, who's just off the screen there. Oh, we got wide. Here comes the instant slow, and Ralf Schumacher just gives us a bit of a nudge, just to say, oi, don't need to do that, mate. Naughty. Stop trying to get speed off the gravel. Tank slapper. And so we're going to come up the hill then. Go through the section and we get on our way, and we're 6-7 seconds not far off now, so fuel's looking good as well. We're halfway as well. Third place, still got a challenge on our hands to try and crawl back the time that we lost when we had the spin. There's a battle going on behind us. Someone's mentioned in the chat, Johnny Herbert and Ralf Schumacher. So Herbert's actually caught up to him. I don't know what's happened to Ralf. Maybe he's having a bit of a tough time in that Williams with the car, maybe. But Johnny Herbert is catching him up. As the gap now is down to 6 seconds. There's the leader, and Eddie Irvine. But yeah, Imola, guys, is such a fantastic track. Let me know, guys, what you think about Imola. What do you rate it? Do you rate it highly? Do you don't rate it highly? Or... And obviously there's rumours about it coming back to the calendar, so what do you guys think to that? I would love to hear what you guys think in the chat. It's such a great track. This track in particular, the layout, I just loved. The new one I like as well, in terms of the straight, the pit straight is a sweeping right-hander as you come along, and good for DRS overtaking. So it's good for overtakes, but I will miss the chicane, because the chicane was like one of the trickiest corners to get absolutely spot on for like starting off your qualifying lap. So it was a shame that that went, but it's for the best really, because obviously they need to improve the facilities and stuff. Right, we're going up to Rich now. I'm going to pump in some good times now. Starting to get a bit of wear now on the tyres. Nothing too serious at the minute, obviously, because these are the primes, but it's again a nice feel for it. And actually Barrichello is actually maintaining the gap to Irvine, which is quite a surprise. So the Stewart is OP round Imola, confirmed for you guys. But we've managed to pull away from Ralf Schumacher now. Oh, massive moment there. That was a big corner cut there. I do apologise. Wide again. Take the curb nicely there. So the gap's 5.5 seconds now. So we are catching them. Not by much though, that I would have anticipated. Last sector spot on now. Missed the apex. It's not the JD line, unfortunately. Just doing an hour of hot lap masterclass right now. Ooh, massive tank slapper. Yeah, I'm not like JD. Obviously, yeah. Anyway, 4.1 seconds is the gap now to Irvine. We can just see him now on the mini-map, which is good for the first time. And we've already got 13 laps to go of this race, so we haven't got not long to go. Once we get past Irvine, if we do, we've still got about a 3-second gap to Barrichello to catch up on.
He's running full revs, maximum power.
And we're just burning up the rears, so not what we wanted. Gone wide. Oh god, we hit the curb, we've hit the curb. We hit the curb there, we somehow managed to survive. Don't know how the hell we managed to survive that, but that would have been game over. Massive moment there for us. But we saved it, just about. Tank slapper again. I don't think you can do a Imola in a minute, I feel. Oh god. Oh god. Trying to brake really late there for the corner. Not what I wanted. That was a poor lap from us there. Do you think we can still win this, guys? We've still got 12 laps to go. It's about 8 seconds covers the top 3, I think. But that was a scary, scary lap, that was. Very scary, but we're going to go up to Rich now. We're going to burn some fuel now. We've got about +3 laps of fuel, so I think we're going to start burning that off. Try and pump in some quick times and just catch up. But yeah, we did a bit of rallycross there, so I do apologise. I had the inner chem block in me just then. Oh, bit of oversteer as well. Giving it the full beans right now. I would say the grass is faster, but you do get slowed down because this game had the slowdowns. So when you're off the track, it slows your car down to a slow speed, which is quite good actually. Just trying to brake as late as possible for corners now. That well, ideal. Again, we make the same mistake as we did on the last lap. Not what we wanted, but still 5.2 seconds to Irvine. We need to get some good times in now. We need to get back in the 25s if we've got any chance really of this race. And again, we go wide in the entry. But we just about hold it. Just about see Irvine there.
Brakes and tyres are at optimal temperature.
So the gap's the same. Got to really put in some really good times right now. We've only got 11 laps to go then of the San Marino Grand Prix. We need to see how we can go with this. I'll be very cautious now through the middle part of this lap because this is where we lose the time. And also the last corner. Just about nailed that corner. A bit wide. We've gone purple in the middle sector, guys.
Let's see if we can catch the car ahead. The gap is 5 seconds.
We've gained about half a second on Irvine in this middle sector. Let's see if we can push now. We'll be very cautious now in this last corner. Just see Irvine. We'll be very careful through here. Nail the corner, on the gas, and a good time as well. So we're now down to 4 seconds. You can just see Irvine on the mini-map right now as he's into turn 1 and 2. We've got a comfortable gap behind to Johnny Herbert, so that's a good sign. Just keeping it in within the track. We are catching them now. But this could mean we could run out of fuel, so I may have to drop it to standard again. We're on to +1 laps. So if you just joined us, we're here for the last. We've only got 10 laps to go of this race. We're hunting down Rubens Barrichello, of all people, leading this race. He's led it since, I think, lap 4? I think that's when he took the lead of the race, but Barrichello is leading this race from Eddie Irvine. With us in second as we're going even quicker right now, as we're taking a massive gamble with fuel and burning as much fuel as possible just to try and catch up, as we haven't got that much time left. So we need to see if we can hold this off as we get that absolutely spot on for the first time since like lap 1. We've nailed the apexes of those two left-handers there, and we're right now on the back. I can smell Eddie Irvine right now. As we're right on the back now, we've been very aggressive there, as we've set a 24.2, so we are really pushing up right now. So that's just cemented the dominance of this McLaren. Is so quick in a straight line and also in the corners. So good, this car. It's we're now focused on trying to catch up to Eddie Irvine and Rubens Barrichello. The gap 1.3 seconds to Irvine, and I think it's about 3 seconds to Barrichello. So it's around about 6 seconds now. Covers the top 3 with only 9 laps to go. It's not over though until the last lap, because we've still got to gain the time back on Barrichello, who has been pretty consistent on his times, I've got to say.
Pace is good, pace is good.
Oh god, I have to slow down a bit. They cut the corner a bit, so we have to give that time back. There we go. Back. Oh my god, did you just see that, guys? Did you just see that? We literally went mid-air. That was so cool. But we've got the gap back to where it was from the corner, from the slight cut we had there. Remember as well, guys, these guys pitted on lap 12. We pitted about 3 laps later than them. So we have got fresher tyres than these cars in front. So their tyres will start to struggle about maybe 4 laps to go of the race, possibly. So we've got 8 or 7 and a bit laps to go, 7.5 laps to go of this race.
Fuel is looking okay, but we'll keep an eye on him.
See, we're now into optimal fuel, so we can't burn some fuel, can't really push the fastest laps of the race. But we can just see about Barrichello. So we've got plenty of time. Oh, just took a bit too much curb there. Again, but we just about hold it there.
Excellent work. Try to keep this pace.
Very cautiously through the chicane, being very aggressive. Gap's nearly a second to Irvine. Just about hold it there. But now well under a second now of Eddie Irvine. We can just see as well, maybe just a little bit. We can just see Rubens Barrichello there. Oh god, we got locked up. Oh god. That was a poor last corner, but which is good, I guess. We had the gap still the same, so we didn't really gain much from that. We lost a bit of time though to Irvine, but just had a little bit of a lock up there on the rear tyre, which pushes off really. So we've got a lap car. This should be interesting. Who's actually held up Irvine here. So thank you, lap car, whoever that is. Who is that? Heinz Frentzen has helped us here as we've moved up now to second place thanks to our lapped car. So let's get some height for Frentzen, guys. Frentzen's actually helped us get past the quickest car out of the 2. So now we can hunt down Rubens Barrichello now. It's a Stewart versus a Mclaren. Not like that though, because Irvine's got a brilliant run on us there, but just can't get it done. I don't know if you guys can hear the sound of the Ferrari behind, but it's a beautiful sound.
Running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
Frentzen the legend has helped us here. So it could be a massive moment then. So now we can push it back up to Rich. Now we are in the +1. And instantly we've gone to optimal, so we've got to go back down again. In a minute.
We have a little bit of spare fuel. We should keep an eye on it over the next few laps.
The massive controversial moment there of the race. Frentzen helps us. So maybe Mick Hakkinen paid Frentzen maybe before the race. So we're going to go into lean for the time being, just to save a bit of fuel. As I think we're still gaining on Barrichello actually, even in lean, so not by much though, about a 10. Oh, that was a massive lock up there. Oversteer as well. We're gaining a bit. Gone wide. No, 6/10 of a second then. 2.6 is the gap to Barrichello. So we absolutely just smashed the chicane section there. absolutely smashed that chicane, nailed it. But Irvine's still with a sniff. He's still with us. He's still keeping up with us. Nice corner cut, whatever, mate. If it's the hairpin, then yes, that was a corner cut. I would admit, but I'll misjudge the corner. If I don't know what the delay is, so I don't know where you guys are in terms of when it being live, but I think the delay is about 30 seconds, so I can kind of. I think you're on about. But yeah, the tyre wear is based off 2013, which is a bit annoying. So I wish the modders for this. And again, we just make a mistake there. Drive like Jesus. Well, go on the curb again and just like fly mid-air. It will guide us to victory. But if we hit the curbs, you just saw that the car just got a bit loose, and with these cars especially, you want to avoid the curbs because the back end just slides out and you'll spin it. Look like what we did before on lap 2.
Has been excellent this race. Great job.
Okay, that's a good sign, because I know when that happens, we've got +1 fuel, so use the force. So we're coming up now to 4 laps to go then, as we try to hunt down Rubens Barrichello. Just be very careful on the throttle. We've got a beautiful exit there.
Good pace. You're catching the guy.
It's now on, guys. The battle is on for the win. We've got so much straight line speed to Barrichello right now. But props to Barrichello. I've got to give him the credit. The devil is due. He's done very well to maintain the lead of the race, considering he's in a Stewart.
Temperatures are looking good.
Oh! He's doing very well. I've got to use the Xbox.
Okay, you have to pass him. You have to pass him.
Yes, Jeff, I know. Or F1 2013 Jeff version.
Our data's showing that the car
It's not even Jeff, unfortunately, so.
Barrichello's
Barrichello's in lead, so Barrichello must be running out of fuel.
Good pace. Carry on with the job you're doing.
Some short shifting up a bit. Save a bit of fuel. We're fine on fuel right now. Barrichello is still in lead because I'm catching him up like a mother trucker right now. Oh, just a bit of a moment there. Going to the final corner. Barrichello's gone very wide. We've made a bit of contact with him. Now it's a drag race. Get a bit of slipstream from him. Get a bit of side draft. Side by side with the Brazilian. Got to hold it around the outside, and we have done that. We are in the lead of the race, guys, with 2 laps to go. 2 and a bit laps to go. But it's not over yet because Barrichello is a quick driver. We know how quick he is. So all we've got to do now is hold him off, and we have pulled off the victory from what it was on lap 2, the unthinkable. But maybe thanks to Barrichello leading the race and holding everyone up at the start of the stint, that's how we've managed to crawl it back. So I'm very happy with that. But it's not over yet till the fat lady sings. So we're going to go into lean actually to save a bit of fuel now. Now we've burnt some fuel.
We can move to mix 2 or 3 if you need it.
But it's not over yet, guys. We've still got 2 and a bit laps to go of this race, so you never know what might happen. Just get a bit of a twitch there. Barrichello's in that slip tube, and don't count Eddie Irvine out as well. He's not far behind Barrichello, so we could be in for a three-way scrap right now for the victory here in San Marino. As again we go over the curb, which unsettles the car completely, but Irvine is catching us both up right now. We may have used too much of our tyres right now, and again we just make a bit of a mistake there. So where is Barrichello? There he is. 2.8 seconds covers the top 3 with 2 laps to go of this race. Just got to be very careful now. The tyres are starting to go off a bit, these primes. Just feel it just a little bit. Be very cautious through this section. Get it nicely done there. Gap's still about 0.3 of a second. The gap behind still the same, so it's 2.8 still. Got to save these tyres. Got to have to do a bit of short shifting. Just save some tyre wear. You can just see. I don't know if you can see it on the actual tyres on the front right in particular. There's a little dot, a black spot emerging on the middle part of the tyre. But we're still trying to hold off Barrichello, who's actually now a 10th and a bit behind us. So actually, Irvine's caught up as well. He's now 2.4 seconds. How's fuel looking? Fuel's fine. We're going to be going up to standard then. For the remainder of the race, we should be fine on fuel now to the end. But we just got to be very careful now. We've still got 1 lap to go of this race here in San Marino. So we're going to be braking for the final corner, being very carefully going through it. Just a bit wide on exit there, and on the curb as well. We're on to the final lap then of this race, and Irvine now is 3.2 seconds behind us, so I don't think we have to worry about him for the time being. The question is, can we hold off Barrichello in a Stewart to win the race? But it's a shock anyway for Barrichello to come second place regardless of whatever the result is. He's done a fantastic job for that team to get where they are in this race, so we've only got a couple of sectors to go then. Gap's 3.3 of a second then. Massive tank slapper from us there. Coming up the hill then, towards the middle part of the lap where we have struggled throughout this entire race. And just about get it done there. The back end screaming out there. Just about coming then into the tricky double right-hander. Got to get this absolutely spot on there, which we have done there. Bit of oversteer and traction as well. We're up on our PB at the minute. 0.6 of a second the gap. We've actually gained a bit on Barrichello, being very carefully through the chicane section. Barrichello's had a moment then. He's gone on the curb and just lost the back end. So this could be our chance, guys, to pull off a victory, which I would not have expected, considering we had a spin on lap 2 of this race. We pulled it nicely back, consistently doing good times. We're coming towards the final corner then. Barrichello still has a little sniff if we make a mistake in this last corner, but we've nailed it absolutely spot on, and we will win the San Marino Grand Prix from an unpredictable start we had there. We've pulled it off and won this race, and what a race that was, I've got to say. Very good race there, and we absolutely smashed it there. The traffic helped us a lot through that race, I've got to say, on that race. So there are the official results on your screen. The big shock though is the lack of the top teams up in the top 10, apart from Coulthard in 10th. We've got like Michael Schumacher down the pecking order. We saw Heinz Frenzer was a lap down. Schumacher in 7th. I don't know what happened. That race was mad, but Tagagi, the massive props to him, in 8th place for the Arrows team. This is how mad this race was today. Absolutely ridiculous, that. Mad, 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 mad. But hopefully you guys loved that race. That was a great race to do. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for the votes for this track. And if you're watching this live, please feel free to stay, as we're going to be talking about some announcements. But if you're watching this back, then thank you very much for watching this. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. And if you've got a track recommendation for me to do next and any season mods, then post them in the comments below. And I will be more than happy to do them for you guys live on the air as well on YouTube. But make sure to like this video as well and subscribe. Until next time, guys, have a fantastic day. And I shall see you guys very soon for another video. Until then, enjoy the pit road celebrations, guys. Until then, have a good day, guys, and take care.